Light in the darkness. Hi, it's Ella from joyfulnewlife.com. Those that already have been watching my videos know already my mission. For all the new listeners, welcome. I'm here every week to help you see your life from a different perspective so you can find joy, love, inspiration, and liberate yourself from even the darkest of the circumstances that you may be in right now. And that is by bringing you the light. I hope I'm bringing you the light. And the only way to light up a dark room is to flip this switch and the dark vanishes. So yes, sometimes in some of my videos, in some of my messages, I will push you past your comfort level. Sometimes you will hear from me an uncomfortable truth of reality. And I will try to be as gentle in explanations as possible. I'm not here to offend anyone. When you're listening to my videos and you find within yourself that despite being angry at the messenger, angry with me, to hear this uncomfortable message, and if it rings truth to you, it resonates with you, just stay on. It is always painful, to have a light switch on when you were accustomed to a dark place. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's when you are sleeping in the morning or already woke up, but you still enjoy those last few minutes in the bed and someone flips the switch. The room becomes bright out of sudden and you cannot even look at the light. You hide under your covers and you are angry at the person who turned the light. You shout at them, turn the damn lights off, man. You're just angry at them. And you wake up with a fury. You want nothing else but the known comfort of a dark room. I don't like a sudden bright light right after I wake up. I have even asked my husband to install the light switches with the dimmers so I could adjust gently to the light. That is, by the way, the best invention ever. I'm so grateful for it. So is with the messages to you that you will receive from me. I will try to be as gentle as that dimmer, okay? And so, just like with a sudden bright light after you wake up, it is the same with hearing a message that awakens your soul after years, even after lifetimes of being asleep. You are used to darkness. We are used to darkness. We are used to our old programs that keep running for our lives. We feel comfortable in the dark because we learned how to navigate through it. Well, more or less navigate. Sometimes, we bump into furniture and get a bruise on our body. Sometimes we step on something hard and spiky and we curse it, holding our aching feet as we jump around the room. Sometimes in those darkness, we bump into a person that is in the same room with us. Our hands just immediately fly to our face, covering our bleeding nose. We actually see the stars spinning around our heads, just like in the cartoons where a character hits her head and sees the star flying around. We curse that person who happened to be in our way. And throughout our life, we get hurt so many times that we learn how to proceed differently. We are learning to inch our way. We hold our hands in front of us to feel the obstacles in our way before we bump into them. We learn how to wiggle our bodies so we will not get hurt. And then we step into another trap. And so we learn to navigate both obstacles going forward, just to bump into another one yet, and so on. And after some practice, we kind of know what to expect and what are the painful obstacles in our immediate environment. And we don't dare to step outside our comfort zones. We stay. We never know what danger awaits us out there. But we are forgetting that danger can come to us out of sudden, seemingly out of nowhere. And that scares us. You know, we fall trying to run away sometimes. We hit our heads. We bruise our bodies. We develop even more fear. And we close the door to our dark rooms to stay safe within our known environment. If we forget our way around at times, it happens, we step into those same spiky obstacles, hop on our feet, holding our throbbing feet, and cursing the spiky thing. But at least we know what we stepped on, and we make a mental note to remember where it is. Of course, that dark room in us, it's only a metaphor, but this is how majority of us live our lives. We stumble in our own rooms, trying to navigate the darkness we are in. Sometimes we receive a glimpse of light, illuminating our life just for a second, and we see this magnificent world around us. We are in awe with its beauty. That fraction of the moment, we have hope to run free. And then as suddenly as the light comes on, it is dark again. It happens when we fall back into our habitual thinking, our habitual doing, our habitual way of being. And if we're scared enough, we'll remain in the darkness till the end of our days. And we would sit down, put our heads in the palms of our hands, and we would cry, shuddering, sobbing. We would remember that brief moment of light. We would remember that beauty that we experienced, seeing clearly what our world could be if we stayed in that light. We would long for that light to come in just one more time. We would dream about that magnificent time. But sometimes we just don't know how to find that light again. Some of us expect others to come and save us, not taking any actions, not moving forward, just remaining in our darkness, growing bitter about our circumstances, growing tired of the darkness, of the hopelessness of our situation. And because we would focus on what is, we would remain in it. But there is a way out of even the darkest of despairs, the darkest of the rooms. And some of us are courageous enough to move toward that flicker of light. We might not know where to go at first. We may still stumble a bit, feeling our way out of the darkness. But we start from where we are. And we need to have hope. We need to have hope and believe that since there was a single ray of light somewhere, we will find it again. And we know that we belong in the light. We don't give up. We remember where we saw the ray and we inch our way towards it. We need to hold a vision in our minds every moment of every day, and we can persevere. We can move forward just one day at a time. And then one day we will meet the dawn. It will still be semi-dark, but it will be enough to show us the contours of the obstacles in our way. It will allow us to avoid bumping into them. And as more light will shine through, we will see more and more. And soon It will be clear for us to walk straight with confidence. The light will always be there for us, illuminating our way. We will see clearly from then on, and once we are in the light, we will never want to go back to the darkness. Now, with this being said, think of the situation you are in today. No matter what situation, each one of us can be at a different stage of darkness. Some of us might be in total darkness as far as the relationships go, but in semi-light as far as the financial situation, or in almost full light as far as health, or the other way around. Each of us is unique. Everybody's life is an individual journey, but we all are on a journey toward complete light, enlightenment. Let's say you're in the darkness as far as your relationships go. You may feel alone, or you are surrounded by people who bring you pain. They're not bad people, because no one is bad. They just behave badly. They don't know how else to behave. That's all what they know for now. This is their path for now. Nonetheless, you're surrounded by them. You need to know that you belong in light, not here anymore. Same, of course, with feeling lonely. You know you belong in the light, not here alone in the darkness anymore. So think about a person, a book, a movie, a song, a sign, a situation, whatever happened to you that came to you with just a smidge of light to illuminate a way for you. Just remember, what is the message of hope that you have received? And know that you have received a message, even if you discarded that message. Maybe you did it because you were not ready to hear it yet. But today I'm asking you to recall it now. Did that message that you received, that light that you have received, sounded right, hopeful, was uplifting you? If so, follow your instincts. Follow that light. The journey toward the light will bring you more people, more books to read, more movies to see, signs, situations, happenings that will continue to lead you forward. Let's say you have an estranged relationship with your grown children or ex-spouses, ex-friends, parents maybe. And you see a movie about rebuilding a broken bridge between family members. Or you hear someone forgiving a person from their life for doing seemingly the worst act ever, and they are reconciling, they bond. Don't think of it as just a movie that you watch, or don't think of it as just for other people to do. It doesn't include me. It is a message specifically sent to you. It is a light sent specifically for you. Why else would you hear it or see it at this particular time? Remember, there are no coincidences. There is a saying that God works in mysterious way. Well, that movie or that person is a way to show you a message, to illuminate a way for you. So follow that example or do something similar in your own life. Let's say you are in the darkness with your financial situation. You feel scarcity. You are worried that you don't have enough to make the ends meet. You don't know where the money will come from next. You worry. Think back or pay attention to what you heard, saw, or experienced that illuminated a way for you. Maybe you paint pictures, or maybe you are a painter. Maybe you love to cook. You are good at organizing. The photography is your passion and your hobby. And you hear someone talking about a catering gig. Someone needs catering. Or you see an ad on social media looking for a person to take pictures on someone else's wedding. Or a radio commercial, you hear it, of a country fair with vendors selling their artwork. Or someone needs their room to be painted and they can't do it themselves because their wrist is hurting or something. Follow that guidance. Follow that light. The opportunities always show up, and all we need to do it is to pay attention. There is a message sent for us. We just need to reach out. And don't worry if you have not noticed the opportunity come and pass you by because you didn't take advantage. Don't worry about it. The more will come again. Resolve today that you will notice it once it comes again, and you will ride that wave. See yourself having enough. See yourself smiling as you pay your bills, knowing that you have enough to cover it. Money is an energy meant to flow, just like the river. When you learn to release whatever came your way, easily, knowing that more will come, that there is always something there, the easier that energy will continue coming your way. It will flow to and through you. It will always be available to you. When you send a message, a feeling to the universe, as always having what you need, you will always have what you need. That's how the universe works. Send your money joyfully, knowing that you have more in your universal bank. Just trust that you do, okay? It will take practice. And every time a negative thought, a worry of not having enough comes across your mind, bring yourself back to the alignment immediately and thank God, thank the universe, thank life that you have enough for today and more is on the way to you. Let's say your living situation is not serving you anymore. Maybe you live alone in a big house. Maybe you live in a dangerous place. Maybe you live with the noisy people and you crave quiet days. Maybe you live in a place with no employment opportunities. Whatever is your circumstance, you're desperate for a change and you dream about different living situation. You don't know how to change your situation. So just envision and feel already being in a perfect for you place. And as you hold that vision steady in your mind, it has to happen for you. Don't dictate how it is going to happen. Just know that it is happening in a perfect time and it's perfectly unfolding right now. I met this wonderful woman whose husband died after, I think, 40 years of marriage. She was devastated, lost. She sold her home, but she felt like she didn't belong to her old life anymore. She's a beautiful soul, just searching for a change. We will call her Anna of the Sea. She dreamt to walk the beach every day. But how was she to do that at age 65, 67? She trusted God. She envisioned herself walking the beach every day, and after a year, her dream became true. She didn't have to buy a house, didn't have to commute to the beach either. She lives right on the beach. Her balcony faces the beautiful ocean, and she hears the calming sounds of the waves every single day. Her dream came true in a mysterious ways. She could have never thought of that solution herself. It just happened. She wakes up to a spectacular view of a sunrise and walks the beach every day, bringing uplifting messages to everyone, but by writing in the sand. She's a blessing to all around her, and she receives blessings every single day. So it can be your life too. I mean, not her life, but whatever you dream of having or being or doing, hold that vision, and you will encounter people and situations that will pave the way for your dreams to come true. I have only touched up on a few situations in this little short video, but there are millions of examples. It could be as easy as being in the darkness of not knowing how to tell your loved one that you did something bad and you don't know how to apologize. So the same principles applies here as it does in previous situations that I have described. Search for a light. The light might be a person, situation, movie, song. It doesn't matter what it is. Ask for guidance. Ask to receive a situation or meet a person or hear a song, see a movie, read a book that will illuminate a way for you to know how to proceed in your own situation. And trust that the guidance is already on its way to you. Trust that you are receiving a message, a ray of light out of the dark room in which you are right now. Follow the gut feeling, that intuition that you feel in the pit of your stomach, that you feel deep in your heart, that will nudge you toward making a small step towards the light. That is all for today. As usual, the link to my book, a program, or a chance to work with me is in the description of this video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.